Welcome, Subject 27B. I see here in our records that you have been encountering extreme nightmares for the past year or so. Do not worry, for after this session, your nightmares will be removed, and you will be able to live your life normally. What we are going to do is expose you to your greatest fears. Do not worry, for none of it is real. The only true danger is the darkness. Never step into it. Alright, now since you know what's going on, let's begin the demonstration.
Hello folks, welcome to the Vertigo Tea Party, and let's try Trenumbus. I had to do this one a little different because there's no menu or anything. It kicks you straight into the game, so sorry about that. Anyway, this is by Zoltox. I think I wrote that correctly. Zoltox, and I might be mispronouncing it. It is a short horror mini game. It's available for Windows and Mac for free. It's a prelude to a game that he's making called Bygone Fields. I've put a link to everything in the description below the video. So I've already played through this. As I mentioned, it is short. And when I say short, about 5 to 10 minutes, if that. So as the guy instructed, I'm going to stay within the light, lest terrible, terrible things happen. Though, to be honest, I actually did run into the darkness. What happened when I did? I don't know. If you want to find out, you'll have to play it yourself. These are illusionary rails, I get the feeling. I just walk right through them, no problem. So controls are obviously very limited. I've got jump and move. That's it. No ducking as far as I can tell. No sprinting, anything like that. No flashlights. I think maybe this was meant more as kind of a test, or maybe it's a setup, or, well, he said it's a setup for the next game, the Bygone Fields, to kind of, I guess, understand why you're in these fields. And again, that will make sense when we finish this. And we will play the whole thing.
Zolt Laboratories take the utmost pride in our state-of-the-art facilities. Notice the wildlife growing in extreme low-light conditions. May it be a path for you on your ways.
Now, the thing is, one of the problems I've had with this so far is a lot of times the game will say, well, stay out of, stay in the light. Well, a lot of times it looks like you're going into the dark. But it's almost like there's a light source going with you, but then other times not. Like, for example, if I go back here, and it's going to be hard to show on YouTube because YouTube is just crazy dark anyway. When I first come into this room, I look over to the left, and it's just pitch black. So there's no noticeable light sources or anything like that. But as I move over, it lights up a bit. So I can see. So as you're trying to avoid the darkness. Ooh, tombstones. I went to the other side last time.
Do you fear death, Subject 27B?
I guess maybe. We got some skulls over here. One's rolling down the hill. Of course, we can't interact with them in any way. They apparently emit a high shrill sound. But yeah, it's hard to see far.
Congratulations, test subject.
Thank you.
You have done surprisingly well. Now, step on to this lift in front of you, and we'll proceed the demonstration.
Okay, we'll go ahead and head on inside.
We are now entering level 2 of the demonstration. Remember to follow all guidelines and pay close attention to my instructions. Once again, never enter the darkness. I must warn you, there are things that we do not know that lurk in the dark.
So yeah, the voice acting, it almost certainly is the person who created this. And it's a little off. I mean, I'm no voice actor myself. I understand he's probably just trying to do all this himself, so that's understandable. But it does seem a little off. Interesting. Random bag of trash here. Now, again, this is a case where I was like, well, I don't really know where to go because I don't know if step into the darkness because terrible things supposedly will happen. And like in the middle, it looks kind of dark, but it's not too bad, I suppose. So just walk over here.
This is very peculiar. I have never seen these markings before.
An arrow?
They are not part of Zolt's laboratories. Do not follow them. I repeat, Subject 27B, do not follow them. Follow my instructions.
One thing I thought was kind of funny about that was he's like, well, don't follow them, follow my instructions. One, he didn't really give you any instructions other than to not go into the dark. So, and I've looked around this room and I couldn't find anything, trying to see if there actually was a choice. That corner's kind of dark. Sorry, you guys just see black, almost certainly. So there wasn't really much else to do in this room. You can't really interact with things. So, like, what are your instructions? You really didn't give any instructions. And I thought, well, maybe if I wait around, something will happen. It's dark over here. What's up in here? Yeah? Apparently it's not that scary. I'm hanging out in the dark and nothing's happening. So, yeah, that was kind of weird. And two, it's kind of a little overselling it, right? When you're like, oh, don't follow those directions. Whatever you do, follow my directions. It's like, okay. I mean, I understand you're setting it up a little bit too much, right? You're kind of like, yes, I know I'm going to almost certainly have to follow these other people's directions, and then when I do, something is probably non-good is probably going to happen, like that thing popping behind me. So I'm gonna run on down this way. I don't know if it actually follows me. I don't see anything, but we fall down this hole and shatter our knees. Our dreams of ice skating completely dashed thanks to that monster. So here, do not adjust your YouTube. It is very dark here. And this is one of those areas that I was a bit confused as to where to go, because I can sort of see red a little bit in the distance, but it's just hard to perceive from where I was. So I don't know a good way to fix that. And again, I was trying to keep the rule of staying out of the darkness in mind the entire time. But you kind of have to go into the darkness to get from one section to another. Random roar. Scared the hell out of our guy. Understandably so. If I was in this predicament, I would almost certainly be quite frightened. Almost certain. Probably. There's some nice blue calming light here. I like this light. I don't want to move from this one, but I guess we have to. We found this grass. This grass probably leads to good things. Leads to some old school Phantom of the Opera-esque type scary music. I found this building. What is this building doing down here? Let's check it out. Maybe we'll find out something interesting about this thing and this corporation that's apparently testing us. I actually came into this room a different direction. I came in from that side last time. I like that music though.
Poor test subject. You didn't follow my instructions.
You didn't give me any.
You will pay.
Now you will fall to the world.
Throw him into the field. Stop the experiment and turn on the lights. Goodbye, test subject 27B.
These guys are strict. But God, you did give me instructions, and then when I didn't follow those non-instructions, you kicked me out into this field. Right after you blind me with the
Thank you for
ice-shattering
playing
light.
Trenumbus, the prelude to Bygone Fields. If you would like more, go to Zoltok's YouTube page at ZOLTOKS and search for Bygone Fields. A free beta is coming out soon, so make sure to subscribe. Thank you again, and have a good day. Press escape to quit.
Oh, you heard the man. If you would want to know more, make sure to go to his page. I will be putting links to this game, his channel, all that good stuff in the description below my video. So if you want to check this out yourself. And I actually did explore this a little bit. It takes a while because there is no sprint. But I found some interesting things just walking around. Whoa, that's new. Wait, hold on. I want to check this out. Interesting how it kind of popped. Now yeah, I went to a different direction. So it looks like there's a few things that you can wander around and discover. Oh, ha! It's a gigantic Mr. Face. That's not horrifying or anything. So anyway, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Again, if you want to check this game out yourself, it is free. And I will put a link in the description below the video. And I will also put a link to his channel itself. If you'd like to see more games like this stuff that, you know, perhaps you had not... check out that ass. If you'd like to see more games that you might not have ever heard of and hear my stellar professional commentary, make sure to subscribe. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time.